morning tea, and it is Monday. Evolution is an observed and documented process that has been witnessed firsthand by tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of individuals who have documented it in writing and published their observations and findings. It is not a matter of looking through ancient tomes or mystical claims, but a matter of looking through recent reports, well publicized, well corroborated, and well supported. There is nothing magical or mystical about evolution. It is a purely biological process. And there is no such thing as half man, half ape. A man, by definition, is an ape. We are part of the same family. Ape is simply a higher grouping. Within the category of apes, there exist humans, chimpanzees, gorillas, bonobos, orangutans, and several species of gibbons. Yeah. So that gives us more than a dozen species that are all apes. Humans are just one of those species. We are a species of ape. And there's no such thing as evolving half an eye. It's a whole eye. Whether it is a simple eye or a complex eye, it is a whole eye. The only place you get a half an eye is with an injury. The only place you get a half a wing is with an injury. Now, with the wing, it began as an airfoil on a forelimb. It didn't just spontaneously sprout out of a four-legged animal that a tiny wing grew out of a giant animal. That didn't happen. Instead, the forelimb, the grasping hand limb of a biped, had feathers as an insulative method for protecting themselves and their babies from cold. And these feathers happened to be useful as airfoils to help them run quickly and turn quickly when chasing down prey. And gradually, this became a gliding wing, which became a flying wing. But at no point was it ever half a wing. It was always a whole wing, or a whole proto-wing. Never half a wing. Finally, the matter of Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin did not come up with evolution. He came up with the idea of sexual selection, or natural selection, as he chose to call it, because he didn't want to shock his fellow Victorians by using the word sexual. And all this is differential mating success, brought on by variations within a species population. The more successful animals will leave more offspring. The less successful animals will leave less offspring. And therefore, the traits that made the successful animals more successful will spread through the population. He figured this out at a time when other people were trying to figure out how evolution worked as well. Darwin didn't invent the concept. Darwin just figured it out, and he figured it out quite literally while making a round-the-world voyage to find evidence that would disprove it. Because he went as a divinity student looking for a created kind so that he could finally knock this whole silly evolution story on its arse once and for all. And he came back convinced that evolution really does happen. Funny how that happens. When you actually examine the evidence, you accept the facts. Accept the facts.